And there we go, pressing record. Hello, and welcome to I Can't Say It Day 232. Woohoo! How do the days go by? Oof. Anyway, that means that today is Monday, August the 20th, and you know whose birthday it is today? Robert Plant, lead singer of Led Zeppelin. He turned 70. Let's think now. So that must have been, he was born in 1948. Wow, that's a good time to be born. In your teens in the 60s. Whew. One hell of a time to be alive. As most people know, he is the lead singer of Led Zeppelin, who formed in late 1968 and disbanded in 1980 after the death of John Bonham. They did reform a couple of times. They did reform in what year? They did Live Aid, the Atlantic 40th anniversary, Jason Bonham's wedding, and the O2 concert in 2007. Did not make it to that concert. Me and my wife did apply for tickets in the hopes that we would be able to go because we'd find a way to get there. And alas, we did not win. But they did record the concert, and so we have video of the concert and bootlegs. And they released the rehearsal session from a few days before the show. Just a single camera shot at the band going through the set list, which was pretty nice to see as well. But as I don't know if I've actually mentioned, but Led Zeppelin is probably my most famous, my most favorite band. Just the way they played, just the songs they chose, the enthusiasm they had when they were playing their songs. This whole thing about the devil and the dealing with the devil is just preposterous. I just can't see it happening. They just made good music. And people just, just didn't get it. If you just don't understand, then, well, most people don't hate things they don't understand. And you don't need to understand. People like Britney Spears. People like Kanye West. I don't personally like Kanye West, but that's okay. I did hear one of his concerts once, and I was like, eh. He opened for U2 once back in Salt Lake City in 2005 or 6, I think it was. Anyway, so today is weigh day. I'm not doing the whole printouts anymore. Just decided to stop and save a tree or two. My weight came back to 64.4. I am happy with this. My weight is settling in. I did note that when I used to ride my bike to work all the time, a couple years ago, my weight steadily declined. So that's what I've started to do again. I did start a little late, which is unfortunate because I could have done it in May and June, July. So I got through some of July and into August now. And so I rode home today, had a pretty decent time. It was my second best time, 1:12:40 something. Not as many personal records, but time-wise, it was still good. I was happy with the personal records I did have. There's a stretch of the trail where I was averaging about 18 miles an hour, and I was feeling okay. My feet felt a little funny, though. The funny thing is that when you get home, you sort of have a feeling for how the ride went. And last Thursday's ride felt really good. This ride did not feel as good, but the time was so comparable as to be just about the same. So you just never know what kind of ride you're going to have or what kind of workout, because you might think that it wasn't all that great, but in the end, guess what? It could have been one of your best. There's just no telling. That's why you take notes and you record things and you remember what you did, and that way you can compare from one event to the next and say, oh, well, wait a minute. So maybe I didn't feel that good. My body performed as expected, and that is a good thing. All right, so do I have a goal for my weight? No. Let's just try to keep it on a downward trajectory. We'll keep the riding going. So that means that I'll be riding 4 days a week, 18 miles each day, with a rest day on Wednesday. thinks that's makes the most sense. I think that's a good thing to do. Got my Fitbit. I wear my Fitbit when I'm riding, and I'm tracking. So I'm not sure how the Fitbit tracks riding. I think it interprets each lift up of the leg as a step, because right now I'm at like 12,000 steps, and I didn't take 12,000 steps today, but I did ride my bike. So it doesn't really matter what it's capturing, so that as long as we're consistent with the way that I wear the Fitbit when riding and walking, and starting to feel good. And so that's actually the biggest benefit, is feeling good, making sure that I'm eating properly. So today what I did was I brought 2 sandwiches. I ate one at lunchtime, and then I started getting hungry about 3:30, and I said, okay, I'll eat that one then at 3:30. Then I had a granola bar just before I left, so that I did have some food in my system. Tomorrow I'm going to need to eat before I go, because then I'll ride in the morning and then drive home at night. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. It's a little bit late, I'm a little bit tired, and so I'm going to head to sleep. Look at that, see? Man, the time just goes by like that. 6 minutes and 15 seconds. I did have one other thing to talk about, so we'll just talk about it now. So Toastmasters. There is a Toastmasters club nearby my work, where I was thinking that I could probably just pop in there once or twice a month. I forget their schedule, but it's just down the street. It's like a 5-10 minute walk, which I think I might want to get back into, because I've been practicing in front of this freaking camera, just working on speaking, and it's about time you take it to the next level and actually get up in front of a group of people and talk away, because I've been doing this now for 7 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't see because the light is shining directly. I guess if I just did that. Nope, if I did that, I can see 7:06, 7:07, and the clock just ticks on. Anyway, I'm going to finish with that. So many things to talk about today. We had Robert Plant, bicycling, Toastmasters. End of the show. All right, well, I'm going to wish you all a pleasant evening and see you all tomorrow.